the support we can get. Like Spencer said, we greatly appreciate it. Can't express our thanks enough. Thank you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it so much.
I wanted to actually shout out to my buddy Zoltan. What's up, man?
On that note,
All right, boys, are you ready for this?
let's get ready to rumble.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Three Idiots Talk Sports. Oh my God! Okay, I'm gonna be a little loud to the audio. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
This is Three Idiots Talk Sports. I'm Zach. This is Spencer. This is Jay.
Hello.
And welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to our first videoed session.
Yes, video says hello, everybody, on the video.
Hi, hope you have a good time.
Hello to everybody on the audio.
Pay no attention to me.
We had talked Jay into doing this, so.
No. Jay's not a camera guy. I mean, neither
Nope.
am I, but
I mean, I kind of
Says the guy who's got like 50 million gym videos and selfies.
Yeah, dude.
hey, gym videos are fun.
I didn't say they weren't, but I don't like being in front of the camera.
People gotta know I'm a strong boy.
Big Daddy
Yeah.
Straz, by the way, if you want to.
Actually, if you go to my gym, everyone at my gym is stronger than me, so I feel like a weakling. But I'm like, oh yeah, my max deadlift's 550, and they're just like, oh, I'm at like 900. I'm like, oh, okay, let me just go die. But anyway,
Welcome, and we are here today to talk about sports.
also big shout out to Aiden.
Yeah,
Um,
big shout out to Aiden.
I
We
know.
love Aiden.
We love Aiden. I mean, we shouted out our friend Cam last week, mainly, because we were talking shit about the Yankees.
Fuck the Yankees.
Yep. So I think the only reason we haven't, shouted out Aiden because we haven't been able to talk shit about Michigan State.
And we have talked about you.
Ooh, but that
Wait a
changes very
It
soon.
does change very soon. If
Next
State
week, look out for that episode.
State loses to Rutgers, oh my God, we're gonna go off.
Oh, dude. I hope it happens.
I don't know why they scheduled State.
Eh.
They gave State a tough schedule, man. A rivalry game week 1.
That's nuts.
In the Burning Couch Bowl.
I'm sorry.
Or Rutgers.
Yeah, so next week, what this podcast usually
it'll
comes
drop.
out about like noon, 1
Yeah,
o'clock.
noon on Saturday,
Yeah.
so when
So
they're playing.
next week when we do the podcast and it's Michigan State week, you can watch Michigan pound some green and listening to us as we also pound some green.
I got some bleeps, so Michigan State. All right.
So let's talk about some NFL.
So Josh T62 on Instagram,
Yes, thank you for that.
who was our friend Aiden's friend,
Yep.
said, "Hey guys, biggest fan here. Really love all the stuff we're doing." He asked, "What do we think of Aaron Rodgers' last game against the Bucks, and do we think he'll bounce back next week like he was prior to the last game, or do we think the Packers are going to start to level out and average out like the rest of the NFL?"
I pity the next team that has to play Green Bay because
Yeah.
Houston have fun with that.
Rest
Good
in
luck,
peace.
Watson.
Obviously, step back from how Aaron Rodgers has been playing this year. He was probably second in the MVP race. Packers jumped out to a 10-0 lead, and then 2 straight interceptions. One was for a pick six. I know I was saying to our group on Twitter that Aaron Rodgers has been the best quarterback for both teams so far in the game. That was after the first pick six. And yeah, after those, he just never really got back on track, but they'll bounce back. So Packers, they'll definitely bounce back. Buccaneers lost to Chicago last week. They came off pissed off. Same thing will happen with Green Bay. Houston, look out.
Yeah, I feel bad for Houston's defense.
Houston's defense has not been good this year, so
So
Aaron,
answer that question. We think here at Three Idiots, the Packers
Packers-
are gonna get destroyed.
yeah, I'm going to take the Packers in that game, but I also think the Packers will be fine. I don't think the Tampa Bay game is going to have any bearing on what the rest of the season looks like.
I mean, Tampa has a good defense, to be honest. I mean,
Well,
they're top 5, top 10.
I think they're a top 5 overall defense.
You know, I think
One of us, I think it was you, Spencer, said if the Buccaneers get there, it's because of their defense.
in the Super Bowl. I mean, the offense helps, but out of the guys that we thought that could do it, like Green Bay, Seattle,
Yeah.
you said Buccaneers because their defense is better than those two.
The Tampa
I
offense,
still say Seattle's number 1 in the Eastern Conference right now, or NFC.
Yeah.
Eastern Conference.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely thinking of every other sport besides football.
I think the Buccaneers are the best roster still. But yeah, I think Seattle, until somebody figures out how to stop Russell, I think they got to be the favorites.
And I don't think that's happening this year, so
No.
have fun.
I mean, Minnesota almost beat him, but they didn't really stop him. So, but yeah, no, I still like the Buccaneers team. They're gonna be fine. I think that offense is a lot better when Chris Godwin's healthy. They look different. They look like they're more fluid.
Yeah.
It gives Brady another option. That way, he's not trying to force the ball to Mike Evans. Gronk is back. What?
Yeah, well, I mean, he has to be.
Any Gronkers?
I'm not.
I'm happy Gronk's back.
He looks good.
I mean, it helps that OJ Howard, his leg exploded.
That's not funny.
It's not. I mean, the terminology.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, his leg literally. Yeah, was it Achilles?
Yeah, he tore it, right?
Yeah, tore his Achilles, so he's out. So now you've got Gronk and Brady. So
And it was Brady just was throwing him right in the middle. Open, and Gronk was open the whole time.
pick your poison. You got Evans, Godwin, Gronk,
Yeah, what are you going to do? That's a scary...
Scotty Miller.
Yeah, Scotty Miller.
Hey, he's had some good games. He's like a miniature Adam Humphries. Cole Beasley.
Okay.
He's like a mini Cole Beasley. It's on his way.
Cole Beasley. All right.
Maybe like a...
Why? Why are you hating on Cole Beasley?
Because, man, listen,
Maybe
I lost
maybe-
by .18
Because of Cole Beasley?
because he had a score touchdown in dumpster time.
Oh, well.
You know what? I'm going to say it for the second week in a row. I don't care about your fantasy football teams.
Nobody cares about our fantasy football team.
Yeah, we're garbage.
So, to another game we really care about, Lions over the Jaguars.
We all picked that one.
Yep, Lions looking really good. DeAndre Swift's hopefully his breakout game. 127 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Hopefully it's the game that makes the coaching staff realize, hey, we drafted this guy in the second round for a reason.
Right.
So, off that Lions win.
Welcome back.
All right. We had a
Incident.
little pause there, but we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Little lovers quarrel there.
That's not what that is, but okay. I think we were on the Lions, right?
Yeah. Specifically DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. He looked good.
Good game for the
He
kid.
ran the ball hard.
I'd like to thank the Lions fans on Twitter and Facebook and all the social medias for bullying the coaching staff into blitzing and playing zone more.
Dude, they blitzed well.
Yeah, that's what happens when you actually use the people you have to their talents. And not just, we're going to rush 3 guys who don't know how to pass rush and hope to God we get to the quarterback.
Yeah. I don't remember if it was from Pro Football Focus or if I saw it from a tweet from Pride of Detroit or something like that. But the last, how many games before this? 5? Mm-hmm. Last 5 games or first 5 games of the season, the Lions pressure rate was 21%.
Yeah.
And this game it jumped up to I think 32. So that's 11% increase in just a game.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they went over something in the bye week.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
They learned how to tackle.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they're 2-3, so there's a glimmer of hope, right?
Depends on who you ask.
So, speaking of that, all right, what did you want to talk about, Jay?
So I believe that there is some hope for the Lions this year. And I charged these two with going against me and saying why the Lions are doomed.
They're doomed because the coaching staff is going to bring us to the demise of losing, and Stafford can only dig himself out of so many wins and comebacks that it's going to be impossible.
Yeah.
Their defense is going to stop rushing the passer, and it's going to be right back to day one.
So here's the thing. Obviously they play Atlanta this week. I'm not looking forward to it. It's going to be a massive shootout. We'll have to wait for the picks to see which way I'm going in that game. But reasons why I think there's hope, I mean, I know it's just 1 week, but 11% pass rushing increase. They're playing a lot more zone compared to the first 3 weeks. I think this week they were actually around 50-50 playing man to zone. I think week before that against Saints, they played 60% man. Mm-hmm. The week before that against Arizona, it was 73. Dang. So they're obviously trying to mix up the defense a little bit more.
Yeah. They had to, too.
I mean, they have to, but it is working. Obviously, the Saints game, if we could tackle, I think it would end up a little bit different.
Yeah, that's true.
Another reason, a big reason, the Jacksonville Jaguars coming into that game, they were number 10 in the NFL in offense.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
10th overall in offense and like top 5 in rushing.
interesting.
And the Lions shut it down.
Yeah,
Minshew struggled.
Yeah, Minshew did struggle.
And that's because the Lions put pressure.
Yeah.
Trey Flowers had the strip sack and all that.
I will give credit when credit's due. The Lions coaching staff did a good job with the blitzes and
Yeah.
the variations in coverage.
Very
There's
good
a
game plan
but
for
at
him.
the end there, what? But what?
But I don't trust them to continue to make adjustments on the fly.
Another reason I think there's a glimmer of hope for the Lions this season. Matt Stafford has not played like Matt Stafford this year.
Yeah.
He's been below most people's expectations. I mean, I wasn't going to say it's going to be another dark horse MVP year like last year was,
Yeah.
but he has not. He's been above average. He hasn't even been good to great.
Yeah.
We know he has that level, and he hasn't hit it yet, and we're still 2-3. So if he does find that level, that could put us in the playoffs. Considering the Vikings haven't looked good, the Chicago, everyone still thinks they're a fraud, although they're kind of looking legit now.
The Bears are garbage.
You're still on the train.
They could finish 15-1, and I'd still say they're garbage.
I mean, Packers are the best team in the North, but Stafford finds that level like we know he has. They're in playoff contention again.
yeah, I can kind of agree with that. I know when we discussed this in our chat, I was like, I have one argument, and you were like, well, if that argument's because they're the Lions, I'm ignoring you, and I'm like, gotta change my strategy. I mean, it is a pretty. I mean, I think that's kind of a valid argument because it is the Lions, and they do always find a way to screw things up.
Some more points here too. According to Pro Football Focus, the Lions have the best run blocking offensive line in the NFL.
I did see that. Yes, it's impressive.
So
Thank God.
that just means it's up to the running backs not finding holes, not breaking tackles.
And it's up to the coaching staff to not give AP the ball 25 times a game.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that DeAndre Swift, after what he showed, I don't need him to be the workhorse, but more touches, man.
Do we need Kerryon Johnson?
Do we need him? No.
For-
Would I like to see him get more touches? Yes.
Okay,
'Cause I mean, AP is going to be a one and done. So
that's true.
you got to think too. AP leaves. You're still going to have next year. I would assume it's going to be Swift at your main back, and then you'll have Kerryon Johnson as your 1B 2 back.
AP is here to save a year of wear and tear on Swift and Carrion.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there to eat. He's like a veteran pitcher a team signs to eat innings.
Yep.
So he's there to eat carries.
Another thing I'm gives me hope for the Lions is Kenny Galladay, since now he's came back from injury after the first 2 games. He's looked really good.
Yeah,
He's looked really good. And like I said, that's without Stafford being to the level we know he can play.
Yeah.
Right.
Owarie to me, he looked like he had a really good game against the Jaguars. Every big play in the secondary outside of the Duron Harmon interception, it was Owarie.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want to see out of a second-year corner, especially when Desmond Trufant's still hurt. Looks like he'll probably miss the Atlanta game too.
Yeah.
But if you're seeing one of your young players in the secondary developing, that's a plus. And if
Yeah,
he can
yeah,
keep
big
that
time.
up, that's a bright spot.
Yeah. And we should be getting Coleman back soon too, within the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
So I think they said his hamstring injury would be 4 to 6, and it's been 4.
Yeah.
So it was week 2, and we're going into week 7. So
Yep.
We should be able to.
And the last point is it's going to be the coaching staff. I know we all make jokes about it. Nobody here, I think, thinks Patricia's a good coach, but they're at least showing that they will change their game plan now. I think they know they're on the hot seat and they have to try something.
yeah.
So that's going to lead to a lot more experiments, and all they have to do is hit on a few of them.
Yeah.
And that puts you right back in the race for the
If
playoffs.
you look at their schedule, I think they can rattle off 2 or 3 wins in a row here.
Their schedule coming up is Atlanta this week, the Colts at home. Then you-
Colts have not looked anywhere like we expected them to
Right,
be. Phillip
right.
Rivers has been garbage.
He had last week. He finally had a breakout 3 touchdown game.
Yep.
But
And then they're at the Vikings, and then they have the Washington football team, the Panthers, Texans. So their next 6 are winnable.
Yeah.
I don't think they win all 6, but I mean, if you can find a way to go
3-2,
what is it, 4-2? Figure out 4-2 puts you at what? 6-4.
6-4,
you're
6-5.
Or 6-5. Yeah, if you're 6-5 through 11 games, you're still in the hunt for a playoff spot. But then it gets a little tougher from there, though, because then you have the Bears, Packers, Titans, Buccaneers, Vikings.
Oh Lord.
I think the Bears game's winnable. Packers, just because they seemingly split with Detroit every year.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Vikings again, who I have no faith in. Titans,
L.
very hard game.
Buccaneers, L.
Buccaneers, very hard game.
Is that the last? Is that Viking game? Is that what last game? Is that at Minnesota?
Yeah, at home.
Oh.
It's in Detroit.
And then Vikings, like I already said, no faith in them.
Yeah.
So
Rumor that actually teams are interested in Antonio Brown. He'll be on a team for 3 weeks before he fucks it up again.
I already picked him up in 2 leagues.
Yep, I know.
You can have him.
So the rumored number 1 team for that, Seattle. Does he work out in Seattle?
I don't see.
I don't like
If
that.
I'm the Seahawks, why do you want Antonio Brown?
Because you've got Russell Wilson, and Antonio Brown can still be a cancer, and it won't affect the locker room because you have Russell Wilson.
But you've already got Josh Gordon under contract, too.
He's not coming back, I thought.
No one knows yet. So, I mean, I don't know.
Josh Gordon doesn't come back.
I think AB would be a better fit elsewhere where he can be a guy, a number 1 guy. But
No one's stupid enough to let
Yeah,
him be a number
right.
one guy.
That's
He's not
true.
even one guy anymore.
yeah, I mean, Seattle would be a good fit in the fact that it's Russell Wilson's locker room. Russell's a good leader, and I think you could keep him in check for the most part. I think another place you could do that would be. I mean, I don't think New England would sign him again, but
No.
No, I think he's done with New England.
Yeah.
I know Tom Brady wanted him to sign with Tampa when Tom went to Tampa, but
Yeah.
I think that wide receiver room's already too crowded.
Oh, you don't.
So there's no way he's going there. A team I think that could actually use him would be the Saints. Because
Now that Michael Thomas is hurt again,
yes, Michael Thomas tweaked his hamstring at practice today. So all they have is Emmanuel Sanders and Alvin Kamara. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you trust Traquan Smith?
No.
You trust Taysom Hill?
I don't trust Cook either.
Jared Cook.
Yeah,
I was
no.
just about to say.
Jared Cook's been banged up, so I think that could be a good fit. And coaching staff would be able to, keep him calm.
More rumors in the NFL receiving department. Both OBJ and Julio Jones are rumored to be on the trade block.
I read
What teams
that.
would be a good fit for him?
I don't think Julio gets traded because of his contract, because he just signed last year before the season.
What happens if
4-year
Atlanta said
contract.
we would eat some of that contract?
I think New England would be a perfect fit.
Oh God. Ugh.
I mean, they'd have to free up some cap space. Well, no, they have cap space
Yeah,
because of the guys that
Cam's
opted
not
out.
making that much money either.
Well, no, Cam's making like $7 million.
Yeah.
And they had a couple guys opt out, so they have cap space. They could take that on, but they'd have to figure out a way to keep him after this year.
What are you gonna give up though for Julio? They're gonna ask for a lot, right?
I'd give up a first. It's Julio Jones. He's only like 32.
No. I wouldn't take it on.
I would, yeah, because the only people who are going to trade for Julio are team in the playoff race. So first round pick. I don't know if New England. I'm a little wary of doing that because you'll make the playoffs, but
You're
you're
not
not
gonna
beating
go-
Baltimore. You're
Yeah,
not
no.
beating Kansas City.
I think. See, my issue with New England is not the defense; it's the offense. I think their running back by committee thing works.
Yeah.
Belichick's always found a way to make that work.
But
I think what they're missing though is a big time receiver, a
Yeah,
big play
but-
receiver.
I'm not saying Julio Jones is a rental because obviously he can't because of the contract.
Right.
But New England, they hit lightning in a bottle with Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Cam might not be there next year. So do you really want to give up your first to go for a run on what's going to be probably a 1 year thing?
Yes, because as long as Bill Belichick's there, they're going to try to win.
Do you think
they're
Cam
gonna try to
Newton's
win, but Julio's not enough to get you by Kansas City or Baltimore.
See, I think New England can play with anybody.
I
They
disagree.
can play. They
But-
can't beat.
I mean,
I disagree.
I think they can beat anybody if they're healthy. And I'm not going to put too much stock into last week's game because Cam Newton just came off of COVID, so who knows if that affected him at all.
Yeah, and
Stephon Gilmore just coming off of COVID.
To be honest, yes. Don't know if you guys read, but New England was out for 16 days, something like that, and then Denver was practicing for 14 to 16 days, so they had a lot of time.
Yeah, to prepare. Yeah.
Yeah, and only put up 17 points.
I think New England will be my opinion. I think New England is the perfect fit for Julio if he gets traded. Another spot that would be a good fit would probably be New Orleans again because they need a receiver, but there's no way they're trading him in division.
And about the other guy, you said OBJ. I'm not taking OBJ. I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. I don't like his.
We had a discussion
I
about
don't like
this.
his.
So
I just don't think.
problem with OBJ is he's an alpha personality. He wants to be the number one guy. He's not that in Cleveland. The number one guy is Jarvis Landry because Jarvis already had a rapport with Baker when OBJ came in.
Right.
So it hasn't been a great fit. Number two, that offense is a run-first offense. They have 2-star running backs. They want to run. They're not going to try to beat you.
Healthy right now.
Only one's healthy right now, yes.
Although I think Chubb's eligible to come off in a week or two.
Let's hope he stays off.
3 teams that, like we talked about yesterday for OBJ, I think the Raiders would be a good spot. I think San Francisco would be a good spot.
What about the Titans?
I don't think they need a receiver. Corey Davis is coming back.
And yeah.
And they have A.J. Brown.
Yeah, but he'd be the number one. I know Brown's an explosive receiver, but still OBJ.
I don't know if the Titans would want him, though. They seem like they run a fairly tight ship.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, Philly. Their number one receiver when he comes back healthy is Alshon Jeffrey. OBJ is automatically better than him. So, yeah, I think Philly would be a good spot. Philly would be a good spot for Julio.
Listen,
Yeah,
broken.
They're not going to
Broken.
give up anything for him.
Yeah.
Why would they? They have a chance to make the playoffs because that division is crap.
Division's absolute doggy
But
duke.
I'm not throwing high-round picks at OBJ.
No, I'd give you like a 4th.
Right, which I don't think's enough to get him out of Cleveland.
No,
So lying.
No.
they don't need him.
Yeah, you think Patricia's going to bring in OBJ? Yeah.
No.
Good luck.
Like the type of guy they'd bring in would be like a Julio, and that's
You can't offer
Brian
anything
AJ
for
Green.
that. Yeah.
or AJ Green. Well, Lions have the cap space.
Although they don't need receivers. They need Marvin Jones to get better. He's,
Okay, hypothetical. Say the Lions don't want to pay Kenny Galladay $20 million a year,
Then you're stupid.
but they go and trade for Julio instead.
And let Kenny walk?
I don't like it.
Would you be okay with it if they
No.
did that? No,
No.
I don't like
I
it.
wouldn't either. I mean, I'd be like, okay, Julio, yay, but
Julio's 32. Kenny Galladay's like 24.
yeah. I also like Kenny Galladay's Instagram post. He goes, "This shit gonna cost you."
I know.
Yeah.
Good. I hope he gets his money.
Yeah, Bob
We
Quinn.
have the cap space.
Another reason I don't believe in the Lions. Bob Quinn's gonna screw it up. I don't know how, but he will.
Think so?
He'll find a way.
No.
I mean, he signed Vitae to a $12 million a year deal and let Graham Glasgow walk for less than that. So,
He had a great game against the Jags. All right.
Pick'ems.
Yep. We'll definitely talk about Michigan more next week as it'll be rivalry week against Michigan State.
Oh.
Now for the Pick'ems. And we start off with tonight's game, Giants versus Eagles. Philly's 5-point favorite.
Philly by 1 million.
Game's going on right now. Philly.
It's not going
Oh,
on.
it's not
Starts in an hour.
Oh, Philly by 14.
Philly. It's a cover as well.
Yep.
Second game, Lions-Falcons. Falcons favored by 2.5.
Okay, I'll go first.
We're all just looking at each other like,
Lions win
okay.
by touchdown, but it's going to be a gunsling game by Stafford and Merritt.
Falcons win and cover.
Big shootout, Lions win by 3.
You're a Lions fan, man.
I don't trust the Lions defense.
Next game, Browns versus Bengals. Cleveland's 3-point favorites.
Cleveland and they cover. I don't think the Bengals' run defense is good enough to stop Cleveland's offense and put it on Baker.
Same.
Yeah, I go Browns. Unfortunately, I have to go Browns. And Spencer, before that, little quick thing. I'm looking. Me and Jay's deal is looking a little worse because I think the Browns might make playoffs.
Hey, all the Browns got to do is figure out a way to win the games that aren't the Steelers and Ravens.
Right. Okay.
And they've done that so far.
Yes. Right.
possible game of the week.
This is the game of the week I was going to say earlier.
Two undefeated teams.
It's only
Steelers, Titans. Titans favored by a point.
it's only the
It's a
eighth.
toss-up.
It's
in
only,
Vegas.
it's only the eighth time in NFL history two teams have faced each other at 5-0 or better.
Is Steelers defense good enough to stop Henry?
With Devin Bush, I would have said absolutely.
Oh, crap, that's right.
Without
Devin Bush being out puts that in a little bit of a. You know what? Shout out to our friend Tyler Dubé.
Oh, you're gonna jump with the
I
Bears
was
this
going
time?
with the same one.
I'm gonna take the Steelers because the Titans defense has not been very good.
I love you,
The Steelers as
Tyler.
well.
Tyler, best friends since 5th grade, but Titans by touchdown.
I don't blame you. I just think the Steelers defensive line and their linebackers are gonna do enough to slow down Derrick Henry, and I think their offense is gonna be a little too good for the Titans defense. So I'll take the Steelers.
All right, next game up. Decent matchup. Panthers, Saints. Saints favored by a touchdown.
Panthers.
Saints win, Panthers cover.
Agree with Spencer. Next game, in America's ass-kicking of the week, we've got the Bills versus the Jets. Bills are 12.5-point favorites.
Bills by 1,000. God.
This game will be the Bills, but I think this game you see Allen come back and bounce back.
The Jets couldn't put a point up against Miami. They're not going to put
Yeah, this is
more than 10 against.
this is gonna be like a 35-13 type game.
Yeah, Bills win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Um,
Another stinker.
Yep, another snoozer. The Red Rifle-led Dallas Cowboys against against the football team with no name.
Dallas is only a 1-point favorite.
Dallas is a 1-point favorite. Give me the football team.
What?
Ooh, interesting.
You know what?
I'll take the boys.
I feel bad for Dalton. I
Huh?
do.
I think
I feel like you guys. I watched the ESPN game on Monday night, and every pass. Yes, he had some bad passes. Every pass. Don't shoot on this. Don't shoot on that. Don't shoot on this. Leave the dude alone. He's an NFL quarterback. Cowboys bounce back. Mark Cooper has 3 touchdowns. Come on.
people kind of forget Andy Dalton's only 32 years old.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but Zeke looked terrible. Yeah, he
He
can
is
be
terrible.
better, but
I think Andy Dalton's probably the best backup in the league outside of Jameis.
But Arizona played well because they rushed the crap out of Dalton
Yeah.
and Zeke the whole time, and Dalton
Yep.
no pressure.
Yeah, I'm
no time.
gonna take the Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the boys too.
all right. Packers, Texans.
Packers.
Green Bay's favored by
Packers.
3.5.
Packers.
Give me Green Bay.
Packers by a million.
Packers gonna pack that.
All right, in America's game of the week,
Oh no.
we've got the Buccaneers versus the Raiders.
Raiders.
Tampa Bay's
Buccaneers.
4-point favorites.
Buccaneers win. Kiss Godwin has 3 touchdowns.
I won't go with the touchdowns. I'll take the Bucks though.
The Raiders beat the Saints. The Raiders beat the Chiefs. The Raiders are gonna beat the Buccaneers.
Oh God.
All right, in America's second ass-kicking game of the week, we've got the Chiefs against the Broncos. Kansas City favored by 9.5.
God. I don't like that spread. Chiefs win. I think the Broncos will cover.
Listen, go Broncos! Let's go Broncos!
I could see that being like a 28-21 or 28-20 game.
The way
Close because interdivision games are weird.
the way to stop Mahomes.
You don't.
Quarterback contained. That defense is good enough to stop Mahomes. They're the best run defense in the league for a reason. Broncos by a field goal.
Then another really interesting game.
Zach's only picking the Broncos because if they lose one more game, he loses his 13-3 express.
Another interesting game of the week. 49ers versus the Pats. New England 2-point favorites.
Oh wow. I'm gonna say 49. I'm the 49.
Give me the Niners.
Mozart's out. He's doubtful, so he's gonna be out.
Mostert's out.
I want to say 49ers, but actually, you know what? Let's go 49ers. They played really well.
Yeah, I'll take the Niners. I think Jimmy Garoppolo got his swagger back.
Yeah, he
I
tore
think I got my swagger back.
The team that just got their spirits crushed against the Lions, we've got the Jacksonville Jaguars against the
Chargers.
LA Chargers.
Chargers.
by 7.5.
Chargers.
Yep.
That's a big margin.
It's big, but yeah, Chargers.
Give me the Chargers.
Air Bear and the running back by committee are going to tear him up.
Give me the Jaguars.
Justin Airbear.
Sunday night football this week.
Good matchup.
Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Seahawks favored by 3.5. Give me the Hawks and the points.
That's gonna be a good game.
Seahawks lose their first game.
Oh, what?
Cardinals. Seahawks defense is suspect.
He's crazy now.
Seahawks defense is suspect. They haven't really stopped anybody. Russell Wilson's been beating everybody.
I'm gonna go Seahawks by the way.
What?
Cardinals defense has people. They still have talent. They have like what is his name? Chandler Jones, Buda Baker.
Back for the Seahawks though.
Who?
Jamal Adams is back.
That's fine.
Led the team in sacks before he got hurt.
Cardinals win.
All right. That's a big take.
Nope.
I like that offense. Kyler Murray's been very difficult to contain for everyone. So
We've got a snore fest on Monday night. We've got the LA Rams versus the Chicago Bears.
Rams.
Rams by 6.
Okay.
Bears cover. Rams win.
Rams, you have
Rams.
you disappointed me. You're struggling. You lost to the 49ers. You let Garoppolo come back and tear you up. You have one of the best defenses in the game.
Okay.
Aaron Donald, you could not get pressure to save your ass. Get in there, destroy that quarterback.
Brother, calm your tits. Okay. They should have been 5-0 before they lost to the 49ers. Correct.
Correct.
They weren't. They lost a tight game to the Bills, and the Bills everyone thinks are good, right?
Right.
Then you lose a weird game to an interdivision opponent at their place.
Yeah.
The Rams are going to be fine. The Rams win. Bears cover.
Rams win. Let's blow the crap out of that Bears team, man.
They won't.
I think the Bears are going to get exposed.
I think the Bears lose by 3.
I think the Bears are
Oh,
going to.
really?
I think the Bears cover, but I think the Bears are going to have. I think the Bears will be down by a couple touchdowns. I think they score one late and make it a 1-score game.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's our podcast. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you
We'll
for
see
joining
next
us.
time.
Thanks once again.
We are 3 Talk Sports.
Oh wait! I didn't give my lock of the week. I forgot.
Lock of the week.
Lock of the week's the Bills over the Jets. It's not even close.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.